right, let's start breathing. All right, once again, I'm going to spotlight my thing. And then I'll sit still. All right, let's start breathing. Wherever you are, take a huge breath in. And release it from nose or mouth. Let's take another cleansing breath like that. Huge breath in, down into low belly, rib cage, up into heart, and release. One more time, take in as much breath as you can. And let go. And then continue to breathe deeply, if possible, in and out of nose. And I did want to set an intent for today's class, because I had fun in my morning practice. I thought together we could feel for moving, practicing in a way that is exhilarating. And start to do that right here with a breath. Drink in the fresh breath. And let it go out as dramatically as you like. Even if you're doing ujjayi in and out of nose. Go ahead, revel in the sound of your own breath. Feel the breath expand your physical body. Light up. Feel yourself growing taller as you breathe out. A few more breaths here. We'll move into Pranayama, Kabbalabati, skull shining breath. Option to sit in Baddha Konasana with active feet. Hands any position that allows the chest, the ribs, the belly to be free to pump the breath. Chin slightly down, eyes focus on a point in front of you or close them. Short, sharp exhales out your nose. Like you're trying to shoot a gnat out that flew up. No inhale, no effortful inhale, don't worry. Breath will continue to move back in between. I'll count 40 this first round, so we're about 10 deep. Exhale. Take a big breath in. Fill up as much as you can. Hold the breath in. Lengthen the back of the spine up, chin down, tongue pressed to roof of mouth. Scoop your pelvic floor off the mat. Uddiyana, bring your hands forward. Empty out through your mouth like you're blowing out your candles. And hold the breath out. Tuck the chin, draw navel to spine, and fly your belly up into the heart space, lengthening your spine from the inside. Ribs are lifting, shoulders back. When you need to breathe, do one more, relax your belly and breathe in for one more Uddiyana here. And we'll take 2 more rounds like that. Kabbalabati, this time I'll count 108 fast ones. You might go much slower. You might break that up into different rounds. We'll hold the breath at the end of that and then blow out for 2 rounds Uddiyana, or those of you who have an Agnisara practice can start moving into Agnisara. And then last round, I'll let you go on your own time once we get to the 3rd round. All right, let's begin this round together. You go at your pace. Empty out. Fill up. Drink in the fresh breath down into your belly. Spread your ribs out in all directions. Lift your heart. Hold it in. Draw the shoulders back. Tuck your chin down. Plug your pubic bone down to the ground. And when you're ready to release, hands forward so you can release and soften your belly. Keep your belly soft as you pull it in and up for Uddiyana or Agnisara. And then when you've completed your 2 rounds Agnisara or Uddiyana, 1 more round Kabbalabati, count up to 108, but go at your own pace. As long as you can still snap sharp. If it starts to get flabby, that's enough. Pause, breathe in. Hold as long as you like, do your 2 rounds. If you're done with all this, breathe normally and just notice what you feel like now. When this round is complete, any position to feel your breath. Feel for the tingle, the exhilarating tingle your breath work left behind or created. Neck release in square pose. Cross right shin in front of your left. Feet come a little further forward and towards the knees more than they would in your traditional easy seat. Or some of you will stack right shin on left shin. It's all right if your knees don't stack like this. If you're sitting like this, feel free to use props to help support you. And then sit up a little higher for neck release. Let's walk right fingertips out to the right side of hip, 18 inches. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, right palm down. Drag right shoulder down. Release your head towards right shoulder. Left hand, palm turns down and lowers out to the left, 12 inches off the floor. Feeling for just the right spot to relax your neck off of. Those of you who have your right foot on your left knee can use that to nudge the left knee out and down. Everyone else, feel for both sitting bones planted, pubic bone planted down. Breathe into the low back ribs. Lift them off your low back. Exhale, soften both shoulders away from your ears. Again, inflate low back ribs and release low belly out. Exhale, hug your low abdominals in. Keep your neck relaxed as you reach through the left hand to pull you up. If you're not touching your face these days, then roll chin to chest. Otherwise, use your right hand to help your head up. And change the cross of your legs. Left shin in front of right or on the right. Left fingertips walk out 18 inches. Rest on your fingers for just a moment as you inhale the right arm up, lengthening both sides of your body. So no crunching. Exhale, plant your left palm down. And you can imagine pulling on the mat a little bit so you're still not crunching into the left side as you relax it. Lower right palm 12 inches off the earth. And you might play with that angle or play with the angle of your chin so you feel just the right spot where your neck can surrender to gravity. Find thrill in the unwinding. If you find yourself tightening up, not letting go, something needs to change. Move hand, move head. And see if you can find a place that you would stay all day if necessary. Not because you had to, but because you loved it. Right, reach through your right hand to pull your torso up, left hand to face or chin to chest if that's a better way for you to lift your head up. Let's come onto hands and knees. And do a couple pelvic tilts. First on hands and knees, let's do a little wrist stretch. Back off your hands a little bit so you can turn your palms forward. Yeah. Middle finger to the floor. And then bring the heel of the hand forward so more of the fingertips come down to the floor. Pause when they're touching. Inhale, stretch the front of the wrist forward. Exhale, draw shoulder blades down away from neck and relax your neck. You might press your hands down more, but this is more than a finger stretch. I want you to draw shoulders back, stretch wrists forward to feel for all the muscles that control your fingers up in the belly of the forearm, getting your breath. Breathe into low back ribs. Exhale, hug low belly in. And back up to get off your hands, lower down onto your elbows. And clasp your hands in front of you for pelvic tilts. Press the ground away to lift out of your shoulders. Relax your neck. Breathe into the low back ribs. Lift those up. Exhale, tip the top rim of the sacrum down just a little bit to a natural lumbar curve without popping the ribs out. Keep the ribs steady here. We're moving just the pelvis. Inhale, drop top rim of sacrum down some more. Sit bones widen. Exhale, top rim of sacrum to ceiling, rounding low back or flattening it. Inhale, top rim sacrum down. Exhale, top rim sacrum to sky. Again, inhale, sacrum down, tail up. Exhale, top rim sacrum up. Pause here. Breathe into the top rim of the sacrum. Feel it expand from low back. Exhale, drop your top rim sacrum down. Pull your belly in even as your low back arches a little. Inhale to sky, round low back. Exhale, top rim, sacrum down. Inhale to sky one more time. Exhale to your natural curve, top rim, sacrum down a little bit. Now we'll move into the upper spine. Inhale, press the ground away. Keep the pelvis steady as you lift out of your shoulders with a relaxed neck. Exhale, chest sinks down to the ground, shoulder blades come back. Pelvis is still steady. 2 more like that. Inhale, press the ground away. Exhale, sink the heart down. Shoulders rise. One more time. Inhale. Low ribs are not moving. Exhale. Dolphin prelude. Come back to neutral. Little lift out of the shoulders. Walk your knees back and out to the side a bit. Some of you maybe want to experiment walking your knees way back. So when you put your head down, your knees are behind your pelvis, your heart sinking towards the ground. Reach your tailbone back. I know for a lot of your bodies, this will be way too far back. You'll feel a lot of compression in the spine. Then bring your knees forward. Keep them under your hips. Option to lift your hands up without moving the elbows any wider. Heart softening to the ground. Tail actively reaching back. Breathe into the low back ribs. Exhale. Draw low abdominals into your body. Again, inhale. Expand the back ribs and release your low belly. Exhale, hug low belly in. Lower your hands down. Keep your neck relaxed. Gaze towards the navel as you walk your knees back forward and come onto your back for abdominals. Elbow to knee, stage 1. Lying on your back with your knees bent, feet on the floor. Hands clasped behind your head and neck, supporting the neck completely, elbows point to sky. Here, neutral spine. Feel the back of the sacrum, or the sacrum on the mat. That's the back of your pelvis. The bottom ribs heading down to the mat. If not firmly planted, the low back light. Now intentionally breathe into the low back, flatten it into the mat. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders off the mat. We'll keep the low back pressed for the series. Take a breath into low back. Exhale, twist both elbows towards the left thigh. Pick the left foot up so the knee's right over your pelvis. Not too close to elbows. I want it pointing to the ceiling. Pull your belly down. Back to center, feet down, head and shoulders straight up. Exhale, twist to the right, pick your right foot up, draw navel to spine. Inhale, active feet on the mat, press low back down. Exhale, twist left, pick the left foot up. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right, pick right foot up, draw navel to spine. Inhale, center, shoulders up. Exhale, twist left, pull your belly down. Inhale, center, flatten low back into mat. Exhale, twist right, navel to spine, active feet. Option to keep going just like that. Tune me out and stay in this variation. Or pick both feet off the mat. Inhale into low back, press it flat. Exhale, elbows to left thigh. Left knee stays where it is. Right leg extends out. Pull belly down. Bend both knees. Inhale, press the low back flat. Exhale, twist right, left leg out. Tip the tailbone up and pull your belly in. Adding a root lock. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left, right leg out. Touch the left foot to the right leg. Tuck your tailbone towards heel, squeeze sitting bones to tail, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Knees bent, shoulders up, low back flat. Exhale, twist right, left leg out. Touch foot to leg, leg to foot, curl the tailbone up, squeeze the sitting bones in, pull your belly down. Last round, thigh traction. Inhale, center, press the low back flat. Exhale, elbows left thigh, right leg straightens to ceiling. Right hand takes hold of the right thigh, right where it emerges from pelvis. Exhale, spiral your right thigh up to the sky, pull your belly down. Hips are pretty much still on the mat, or trying to stay on the mat. One more side. Inhale, massage your neck, press your low back flat. Exhale, elbows right thigh, left leg up. Activate it. Hold on to the left thigh, right at the top of the bone, and exhale, spiral it up, make a little space in the joint, pull your low belly down. Inhale, center, head down, feet down. Find your block or roll. We're moving into Psoas Toner. So you can use a block or roll for this. We're putting it under our hips and then resting our weight on it so it can be soft. You might want your block nearby for the next part. Option to come near a wall or a surface that you can put your feet on. When you set up, you want your knees to still be somewhat bent, not a lot bent, with both feet on it, because once you're on the roll, if you try to straighten your legs when they're already straight, you're not going to reach the wall. So get a little closer than you think your straight legs would be. If you're not coming to a wall, you stay where you are and join us here. Knees bent, feet on the floor, pressing your hips up like you're moving into bridge. Tuck your tail. And then reach for your prop, your roll or your block, whatever you're putting underneath your sacrum. Lower way, you don't want it high for this. Hug right knee to chest. Left leg extends out. If you're working towards the wall, left foot on the wall. Maybe it's down on the corner of the floor on the wall with all 5 toes pointing up. If you can't reach the floor, that's not a big deal. The leg can be higher. Send your inhale breath into the low back ribs. Let them open up towards the mat. Release low belly. Exhale, hug the right thigh in. Hold on to right leg wherever you can. Shift your focus to the left thigh. Inhale down into the whole pelvis and the left hip flexors. Exhale, feel for the left inner thigh lengthening towards the wall. Curl your tailbone up. Contract sitting bone to tail if that makes sense to you. 2 more breaths to soak your left hip flexors with your breath. The psoas runs into the low belly, so get your breath, your low belly to move with your breath too. Set your right foot down. Move slow as you exhale, left knee to chest. Some of you will need to adjust your position to get right leg on the wall at just the right height for this leg. Send your breath into left hip, low belly releases. Exhale, hug the left thigh in. Breathe into the low back ribs. Release low belly. Exhale, hug low belly in and feel for lengthening through right inner thigh. By the way, if you're not foot on wall, your right leg is floating. Activate the foot so you can relax the hip and the weight of the leg will stretch it by hanging. Set your left foot down. Put both feet on the floor. Coming into bridge, you can move away from wall if you came off your mat and then reset up. This time pressing your feet into the mat, lifting up into bridge, the highest height you're willing to work. Slide your block underneath your sacrum. If you're not working with a block, you'll hold any bridge you like for up to 8 breaths. Go for 8 breaths. If 8 breaths sounds like a lot, go for 12 breaths. And then you can come down to 8, and then it won't be too much. Those of you on the block, you can choose to keep both feet on the floor. Press your feet down, lengthen tailbone, sacrum forward. Some of you want to do some one-legged work again today. Heel toe, left foot in towards center. Inhale, right knee to chest. Exhale, right leg to the sky. Right leg might not straighten. That part's not important. I want you to lengthen through the ball of the foot, through the sole of the foot to lift the right hip. Press down with the left foot, especially the inner parts of the foot, to balance the left hip. Squeeze sitting bones to tail. Bend your right knee, one-leggeds. Flex your foot, hook right ankle on left thigh. And rather than press the knee down, feel for lengthening the knee thigh bone out. You can use your right hand actually to create some traction, just like in the abs. Set the right foot down close to the left foot. Retuck your tail. Inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, left leg to sky. Bridges who are not doing one-legged work, if you're complete with your 8 breaths, you can come into happy baby. Use both legs, keep lengthening, tail forward. Bend your left knee, flex the foot, inhale. Exhale, left ankle crosses right thigh. Lengthen out of the left hip. Ground the right inner foot. Set both feet down. Press both feet into the earth. Tuck your tail. Move your prop away. And slowly bring your spine down. Keep breathing as you lower. Figure 4. Flex right ankle, cross it over left thigh. Any variation of figure 4. Get your breath down into low back and hips. So you may have been exhilarated in that pose, or you may be exhilarated now that it's over. Notice the different tones that excitement and delight can come in. Change legs. And find your way up to standing. Find your roll for calf stretching. Those of you who are making a roll, if you have something like a yoga blanket, that size and texture, I would unfold it so it's like unfolded once from how you find in the studio, and roll it up from an end. You can just roll it up without unfolding it. We're making something that looks like a rolled up yoga mat when you're going to store away your yoga mat, about that size and thickness, 4 to 6 inches. If you're using a towel as your roll, you might just fold it over a couple more times to make it thicker. So you want about the same size. I fold mine in half and then fold it from the side into thirds. Maybe I should post a YouTube video just on making rolls. All right, once you have something, you're ready to put your foot on. And by the way, if you have one of those half cylinders or a ramp, something that's not pointy to put your foot on, you can use that. I'm not quite sure why we don't use the yoga block, but intuitively it doesn't seem great to do to your foot. All right, we'll do calf stretch with chest opener. Stand with the roll in front of your left foot. Put the ball of your left foot on the roll, so both the front of your foot and your toes are on the roll, your heel's still on the ground. If possible, standing in Tadasana to begin to balance your pelvis. If that's too much stretch, then you step your right foot behind left. Make sure all 10 toes are pointing forward. Rock your weight back a little bit so you're trying to get your hip bone over your ankle, which will feel a little like you're going to fall on your butt if this is new to you still. Lean forward so you don't fall on your butt. And then breathe the low back ribs out to bring your spine back to vertical. Once you've got that sense in your pelvis, and again, make sure they're balance side to side, up and down. Left hip's not hiking. You can change the stretch by stepping right foot forward or back. Stepping right foot forward is a deeper stretch. Right arm out to the side, bend your elbow. Left hand on the right side of your chest. Send your breath, arms right out to the side to get your chest open, if that's okay for shoulder. Breathe into the right side of your heart. Exhale, soften the right shoulder down. Soften the back of the heart. Inhale, feel the length in your left calf muscles. Exhale, hug low belly in. Relax your right arm down. Step off your roll. Put it in front of your right foot. And fast forward of the pelvic balancing. In some classes, I'll go into more detail. So eventually it'll add up and you'll make it your own. If you can stand in Tadasana to make sure both hips are balanced, same height, rock your weight back so your sacrum lines up over your heels. The front hip bones are vertical to your pubic bone, though for some bodies, having the front hip bones horizontal to the back hip bones, like the stripe on your yoga pants, is parallel to the earth. That's your balance. That's personal. Right. And then breathe the back, low ribs out. Step left foot forward if you want more stretch, back if you want to lighten it up. Then bring left arm out to the side, bend the elbow. Right hand to heart. Send breath into the left shoulder and chest. Exhale, feel the tissues under your hands soften. You can gently draw those tissues towards center if a little traction feels right to your body. Breathe into the stretch in the right calf muscles. Exhale, hug low belly in. One more breath. Balloon the back, low ribs off your kidneys, low back. Release low belly. And then exhale, hug low abdominals in without clenching. Relax your arms. Shin stretching. Stand in Tadasana. Step your left foot back onto the toenails. So you're getting a stretch in the front of the ankle. Can you all see what I'm doing? Yeah. Once again, feel for balancing your pelvis, side, side, front, back, up and down. You're welcome to keep your hands on your hips and continue to breathe into low back ribs and relax low belly pelvis. Exhale to engage low belly, or add serratus anterior activator, arms forward, bend your elbows like you're holding a yoga block, turn your palms toward your face. Inhale into low back ribs. Exhale, hug low belly in and drag shoulders down. Don't drop your yoga block. Lift the yoga block up just a little bit. Inhale without lifting your chest. Exhale, move the hands away from each other a little bit. Keep the wrist straight. Relax your arms. Change sides. Use your hands to balance your pelvis. Of course, you can use your screen as a guide. And then option again, serratus anterior activator. Hold your imaginary yoga block between your elbows. Turn your palms toward your face. And send the block forward. Keep the shoulders down. Breathe into the low back ribs. Relax your arms. Come stand at the front of your mat for classical sun salutations. If you have your two blocks and want to keep practicing your step throughs, set them up at the front of your mat. I think standing between them works fairly well. And come into Tadasana, steady your breath. Breathe into low back ribs, release the low belly and pelvic floor. Exhale, hug low abdominals in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Option, hands on blocks. Pull your low belly in, step left leg back, knee down, untuck toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the blocks. Hug low belly in. Step right knee back and lower down. All cobras this round. Keep your hips on the ground. Hands can stay where they are, or bring them forward to make more space in low back as you breathe your chest out. Exhale, lower down. Downward facing dog. Knees down, hands on blocks. Inhale to low back ribs. Exhale, hug low belly in, step left foot forward into lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, hug low belly in, right foot forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back down, fold, hug low belly in. Hands on blocks, step right foot back, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands to blocks, pull low belly in. Set the left foot back and lower down. Inhale, cobra or low cobra. Spread your toenails on the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Knees down, hands on blocks. Breathe into low back ribs. Exhale, hug low belly in, step right foot forward. Lunge. Exhale, hug low belly in, step left foot forward. Fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Hug low belly in. Step left foot back, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, hug low belly in. Lower down to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Option, knees down, hands on blocks. Breathe into low back ribs. Exhale, hug low belly in, left foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, low belly in, step right foot forward. Fold. Inhale, rise, feel the low back ribs. Exhale, fold, low belly in. Right leg back, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Hug low belly in, left leg back, lower down. Inhale, cobra, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Option, knees down, hands on blocks. Exhale, hug low belly in, right foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward, fold, hug low belly into step. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Samastitihi. Step your left foot back into warrior two. Line up back hip with back heel. Reverse warrior. Inhale, left arm out, lengthen the left back ribs or left ribs. Exhale, reverse. Left hand down, right arm up. There's a different arm variation that creates zero pain in your shoulder. You find that for you. Now, truly side bending, if you feel yourself dipping into your low back, turn your chest forward a little bit, then press the right arm back. Breathe into those back bottom ribs. Get them out of your low back. Exhale, hug the low abdominals off your pubic bone. Extended warrior with chest opener. Right forearm to thigh. Left arm comes up to shoulder height, palm open, same direction as your chest. Inhale, lengthen the left arm out. For some of you, that's open enough for your shoulder. Exhale, some of you will press left hand back. Zero pain, zero tingling. Exhale, hands to the earth or to your blocks. Find your way back to downward dog. And if some of you craving an up dog, you're allowed. Option to set your knees down and then exhale, left foot forward into warrior two. Raise the right hand up a little. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up, reverse. Breathe into the low back ribs. Release low belly. Yes, you, Cynthia. Again, it almost feel like you're falling forward with your chest if you open the low back ribs. And then just press the left arm back, but keep your chest slightly forward. Only if pressing arm back does not dip into low back. Good. Extended warrior chest opener. Left forearm to thigh. Right arm reaches directly out of shoulder. And then some of you will keep arm in line with shoulder and inhale to lengthen the arm bone out. Some of you, exhale, press the right hand back. Relax your neck. Nice relaxed neck, Linda. Honestly, I cued relaxed neck because Linda's neck was relaxed. It was yummy. It was exhilarating. Exhale, hands to the ground or to your blocks, lower down onto your belly. Quarter boat. Fold your arms in front of you, rest your forehead on your hands. Legs straight behind you. Relax them. Now curl pubic bone down to the mat. Start to scoop low abdominals off the mat. Inhale into the low back ribs. Exhale, start to lengthen right leg back. Activate the toes, especially if right leg lifts off the mat. Rotate right inner thigh towards the ceiling. See if you can keep the buttock from clenching. Soften your cheek. And squeeze sitting bone into tailbone. Lower right leg down. Relax it. Curl pubic bone down. Scoop belly button away from pubic bone. Exhale, start to lengthen left leg back. Feel for length, not for lifting. I don't care if the foot comes off the mat. I want you to lengthen from the low belly down your left inner thigh. Relax the right leg as much as you can. Contract left sitting bone into tail. Exhale, lower down. Downward dog, or simply transition into warrior one. Right foot forward. You can always use your blocks in these transitions. Archer warrior. Use my real right leg. No, let's do hands on hips first. Hands on hips. Hands towards backs of hips to help turn the hips forward. They don't have to turn all the way forward, but make sure there's no pressure, torque on low back. If there is, maybe adjust your footprint So you can square the hips without tweaking low back. Send your tail straight down. Inhale, telescope the whole rib cage up off your pelvis. Exhale, soften the shoulders down the back, tweeze the elbows back. Left arm to sky. Exhale, bend left elbow, right hand to left elbow, or full bind. Everyone bring right forearm across your sacrum. Left arm to sky. Inhale into low back ribs, lift the whole rib cage up. Exhale, press your left arm back, keeping hips squared off. Heart moving forward and up. No dipping into low back. Exhale, hands down. Runner's lunge. Come onto the back toes, square your hips. Downward dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Hands on hips. Grounding sacrum straight down. In fact, you can feel for that balance of pubic bone in line with the front hip bones. And inhale, lift the whole rib cage up off your hips. Exhale, shoulders, elbows back. Right arm up, archer prep, or half archer. Left hand holds right elbow, or full archer. Left hand comes behind your back. Breathe the low back ribs up off your sacrum. Exhale, send the right triceps to the sky, shoulders down. Good. Left arm comes behind your back across your sacrum. Inhale, lengthen right arm up, whole rib cage up. Exhale, press right arm back. Good. And breathe your heart forward and up, sternum to ceiling. Good. Press down on your sacrum to bring your spine up. Hands down. Take a moment in runner's lunge. Pull your belly in. Squeeze sit bones to tailbones. Exhale, lower down on your belly. Hands interlaced behind your back. Let's do this one first. Lying on your belly, and you might need to look before you lie on your belly. Lying on your belly, bend your elbows to touch your thumbs together. Forehead stays on the floor. Low belly, bottom ribs trying to lift off the floor. Roll the shoulders away from the mat and try to straighten your arms. Keep the low ribs off the mat. If your arms straighten, then you start to lift your hands up behind you. Oh, so you're waiting for me. Come onto your belly. Rest your head down. Scoop your belly button up, your lowest ribs up. Bend your elbows, touch your thumbs together behind you. Roll the head of the shoulder away from the floor. And then start to lengthen your arms back. Ribs stay in off the mat. They'll be on the mat, but I don't want them pushing down. All right, bend your elbows. Now clasp your hands, palms together, and reach your knuckles back to lift your chest up. Curl pubic bone down. Feet might lift. I'm not concerned about that part, but activate them. Lengthening from heart through the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower down. Take a moment to rest or complete your vinyasa. After a couple breaths, we'll transition to our seats. We'll come into square pose, right shin in front of left, or right shin stacked on the left. This time, walk the left fingertips out to the side. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, plant the left hand down and reach right arm across. Neck release, lower your right palm to the right and unwind your neck. Allow your neck to unwind. Bring right hand over towards the left hand, so you're twisted over the left leg. And for some of you, this will be pretty high up, but you can release your neck. Some of you will start to lower down, maybe elbows to earth. Maybe right elbow presses against the right foot or the left knee, whatever's there, for more hip sensation. Then lift up a little so you can walk your hands out over your two shins and fold. Lengthen tailbone back, pull belly in. Reach back through your tail, draw navel to spine, and use your hands to help you up. Keep your neck relaxed. Change the cross of your legs. Walk right fingertips out from your right hip. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, right palm down. Left hip down. Lower left hand into neck release. Breathe your heart forward and out. Exhale, pubic bone down towards the ground. Hug low belly in. Bring left hand around towards your right hand for either a twisted shape with a relaxed neck or a full twisted fold. Anywhere in between that lights up your left hip. You delight into breathing into it. Lift up enough that you can walk your hands out to the front of your mat and fold over your two shins. And come onto your back to rest. It is going on 1:30. I know some of you have to leave at 1:30. So I can say namaste to you now. Some of you want to take Shavasana longer than 2.5 minutes. Feel free to turn off your Zoom so you can rest without electronic interference. I'll say namaste to you. Of course, you might choose to continue your Shavasana. Let my voice be part of the background sounds. Or take a big breath up into your heart. Sigh it out. And gradually wake your body. Follow its cues up to sitting. Nice and easy. No hurry. And as you sit here with your palms pressed, feeling the ease of your breath, maybe connect how exhilarating it is to be able to breathe with ease. We wish this, we practice this for everybody. Namaste. Thank you guys very much.
Namaste, Dina.
Namaste. Thanks for playing with me.